What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. This video is just going to be kind of a quick one. It's something that I've sort of been wanting to do for a while now. When I bought this house, it came with this big giant heavy duty stand. The guy told me that it used to be for like an industrial belt sander, and he got it for like, I think it's got the price tag on it, 10 bucks at a garage sale. No idea how he got it in here. It weighs like several hundred pounds, but I'm able to kind of shimmy it around. But I think it'd make a pretty good welding table, and it'd also just be nice to be able to roll it out into the center. So my plan is to take some 2x4s, build a frame for the base, and then I have some heavy duty casters that I'm gonna stick on top of it, or under it. And then I'll be able to roll it around. And then while I'm at it, if I have time, I'll hit it with the grinder, clean off some of this flaking rust, and maybe hit it with some Rust-Oleum paint just to kind of clean it up a bit. And then ultimately what I can do is clean up the top surface and use it as maybe a welding table sometimes. Something like that would be cool. I can stop lighting my wood bench table on fire, and I think it'll be pretty neat. If anything, it'll just make it look nicer. So let's get started. So this is where I realized I didn't have any 2.5-inch pocket hole screws. So instead what I did is I took my grinder and I just thinned out the coupler portion of my bit extension. That way I could just use normal 2.5-inch long screws. And that actually worked out pretty well. So I'll probably be able to do that in the future, which will be nice. Alright, so I've got this base done. It's looking pretty good. But how the hell am I going to get this thing up onto it? That's a good question. So let me get brainstorming and you'll see what I end up doing. Okay, so now now it's on the rollies. That looks like it's going to work pretty well. All the weight is really pushing straight down, so the joints between the 2x4s don't have to be crazy strong since all the force is really going down. These casters, they're rated for 250 pounds each, so I'm pretty sure this entire thing isn't 1,000 pounds, and that ought to hold it fine. Now I put a little bit of elbow grease into this. It was a lot more rough than I thought it was. Actually, it turns out, now that I've actually looked at it for the first time in depth, it's just a piece of I-beam with two flat plates bolted on either side and then some angle iron to kind of gusset it. And then it's booger welded. I mean, not pretty welds at all, but structural enough, I suppose. So I hit it with the wire wheel, and then you saw me go around it with the grinder and a flat disc, and I just kind of tried to smooth out some of these edges. They were very rough. As you can see, they're still rough, but at least now the edges are all rounded, so it won't cut me when I'm sitting at the table, or when my son is in here with his fingers touching everything. At this point, I'm going to wipe it down, and then the next step will be to hit the whole pedestal region and everything with some Rust-Oleum rust reforming paint. The top surface I hit with a flat disc, and I tried to just get it as bare metal as possible. My idea is that, like most welding tables, I'll be able to hook the ground clamp to the table and then just work on the table itself. So as long as I get it clean enough, I think that ought to be good. All right, I've got a fresh coat of primer on there, self-etching, not that it really matters too much, but Rust-Oleum. So, it's not the prettiest thing in the world. It's pretty rough, but I think it'll serve its purpose. And as far as like a quick day project to clean it up and turn it into a table that I can use, so far it's looking okay. So I'm gonna let this primer dry, and then the next time you see me, I'll probably hit it with some black paint, and it'll pretty much be done. It's already like 1,000 times better. And there are a bunch of holes in the top surface of this table. And some of them are even threaded. So honestly, I'm kind of wondering if I were to put a bolt in, then maybe I could just clamp my welding ground to the bolt and just kind of have it, like that or something like that. And then I wouldn't have to clamp it to the side of the table, but I guess it gives me some options. And maybe in the future I can add in little clamp things or something. Could be kind of cool. But all right, you guys, I think that just about wraps up this quick weekend DIY project. It's been something that's been on my to-do list for a while now, just to clean it up and make it more usable. You'll definitely see it in future DIY videos, definitely when I'm welding, when I'm using the vise, and I'll let you know how it works out, and I think it ought to work pretty well. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.